know how to clean up a property, get you a tractor with a bucket. Now, of course, if you had one of those things that spun around and chewed all that stuff up, that'd be ideal, but when this is what you got, that's what you use. And you can tell, which all of this here was out to where the grass is, and that's just pushing it back with the bucket on the tractor. Looks like a jungle over there. You're gonna raise that bucket up and knock that tree over. By the airport where we're at. But yeah, this is a property cleanup. Normally we have a property cleanup, and if we're doing a property line, we're going to cut just little stuff like that, and we'll come in with the hedge trimmer and knock that down, or loppers. And I'll post a before picture, or quite a few before pictures. But what this customer wanted was pretty much everything that was here they wanted pushed back, and not as far as we could go, but we did push it back as far as we could go, because you can only go so far. And what we'll do here is he'll grade it with the bucket when he's bush hogging it. So this is this right here is, I say, 50% done. See, we got the grass. You got the grass here, and that's where I would normally stop mowing. And you got all that down, pushed back through there. It looked like that may have been a dump area at one time. We found all kinds of stuff in here. But what'll happen is he'll come through after he gets done pushing everything back. He'll come through, see, like right here, you got where I was normally mowing and I had sprayed to about here. Well, now they've gained all of this property that was just junk woods. So may have to go up on the price of mowing now that I got more to mow. It may be good and bad for them. You never know. Clean a property up, ain't no telling what you're gonna find in the woods. I don't even know what that is. Bottles, cans, pieces of metal, who knows what it is. But yeah, this is pushed back a good 15-20 foot. They own all that, so we're just trying to push it back as far as we can. And then all these little twiggly crap things here, when he lowers the bush hog, it'll take care of all that. So all the leaves, when we do this property in the fall, we blow all the leaves into the wood line. That's why they're there. But once which that I have to come down some, move the road, you can see where the fence was, and you go probably 15 foot from there to there, and he'll come down with the bush hog and just chop all that up best as can be. There's some stumps in there, so it's going to be hard to get it just perfect. There may be some that we have to trim around, but we'll be able to get in there, get all the big stuff out, push their property back. And whether or not they can mow, well, I mow it. Whether or not I can mow it through there, it's now going to be usable property. And we're doing this on this side and this side. But check this out. Now, my youngest son, I have two. My youngest son, we bought him a bike 2 years ago. What's that say? Pork choppers. I'll have to look this up later. But we bought him a bike that looks like a street bike motorcycle a couple years ago for Christmas. But look at this. You got the sissy bar, a chrome fender. I mean, this is made like a chopper, and it may not be as old as I think it is, but that is pretty neat. So if anybody knows how old that is, you can leave it in the comments below. I'm going to research it, but looks pretty old to me. But I'll go back here and get some more footage of him clearing out. Alright, I showed you the truck, or the bicycle. Now look at this other find we find in the woods. Is it a fishing rod? Is it a pole saw? Is it a fishing rod? Is it a pole saw? This right here is some ingenuity right here for sure. And I used it. And ain't no telling how long it's been in there. Still works. Blades look sharp. Alright, so we got this done. It's been about a week and a half. Got everything pushed. You know, this was everything to the green was yard, of course, and everything was right here to the edge. So we was able to push everything back. Got some piles there, different piles. All this is pushed back. I told the customer, I mean, look how smooth that is. We did grade it once we were bush hogging to try to knock some stuff down, and I told them if they would get it bush hogged a few times over the winter and probably spring, that we may be mowing this. But I just wanted to take a picture to show you how much we opened up. Got a big pile of stuff there. Actually, the customer isn't happy with this. I tried to talk to her about it, and she didn't want to meet. She just said that she didn't think she's going to be able to see the stuff we moved. All this, anywhere you see green was yard, and anywhere the brown was just brush. So, you know, you gotta talk to the right person, I guess, because the husband was pleased with it. Me and him talked, and me and him had set expectations, and hers, I guess, was different. But back through here, there's just little stuff in there that you can't get into to get rid of, to clear out. And then, like, you got pieces of metal, and over here there's tin and blocks. We did clear all that out, and that. Alright, and now all this was, as you can see, was vine, and this was all brought out to this line. That was my mow line, and we opened this up tremendously. But what I was saying is, you know, the customer, I always let the wife know when we're mowing, but I'm normally here talking to the husband about stuff, and he was happy with it before we even finished. And that was before we even started doing any bush hogging, uprooting any. See, all that's cleared out. So the next day, she's wanting to know if we're done, because she says she has a lot of work to do. And so I tried meeting with her. She said her dad used to do this kind of work, and she was going to see if her expectations were too high. And I see, like this, we got blocks and stuff, we can't do nothing with that. So we pushed it off from here over, and then once all the leaves and stuff fall, all that'll be hidden again, but they'll have gained all this property. I did tell them they were going to be able to gain some and not a lot on some areas, because it was so thick, the trees. He understood that, was satisfied with that, but apparently she wasn't. This is a big property that we maintain. I mean, this is just the front. It's actually a really pretty property. The grass always looks good. It stays a little wet, but it stays in the shade. I don't come in here and scalp it and try to kill it out. Keep it a little high, probably about 2 to 3 inches, and they're satisfied, happy with that. Oh, I'll show you over here. When you pull in, the fence did come from here to here, and that's pushed back about 10 foot. And same thing with this. You know, now that we're done, I see little things. I'm like, oh, well, there's a little limb I could have picked up and threw, or there's a little pile that I could have pushed back. But even though she wasn't happy, I wanted to meet with her to make her, make it right. She never did do that. So we'll just go from there, see what happens. But we opened this place up a lot. I'm satisfied with it, and hopefully if we get to talk to the customer about it, and maybe she just decided that, or her dad said, hey, they did a really good job, you got high expectations. I don't know, but we'll see and go from there. Just wanted to give you guys a before and after.